got me at a low. 'Cause where you go is where I go. I don't need nobody else. I got you, and you got me too.
You can ride all the blue. I wanna do what you want to. We can leave and run away someday, someday. I've been saving you, and you save me too. Yeah, I need it, don't you need me too? 'Cause I need you. Yeah, so call me anytime that you need a favor. Call me anytime I can come and save you. Oh, oh. Call me anytime that you need a friend. And call me anytime when you're at a tight end. I got you,
And you got me too.
we can always make it through. What we do is what we do.
I can take you anywhere, somewhere. We won't be scared.
You will see me flying high. I'm staring into your blue eyes. We don't need nobody else. I got you, and you got me too. I've been saving you, and you save me too. Yeah, I need it, don't you need me too? 'Cause I need you. Yeah, so call me anytime that you need a favor. Call me anytime I can come and save you. Oh, oh. Call me anytime that you need a friend. And call me anytime when you're at a tight end. I got you.
You got me, got me. You got me, got me. You got me too. Got me, got me.
I've been saving you, and you save me too. Yeah, I need it, don't you need it too? 'Cause I got you.
And you got me too.
Hey guys, as you just saw, I just got Jeff and I just got the dishes and the clothes done. I have washed I think 3 loads of clothes today. Yeah, 3 loads of clothes today, and dried them. Well, one of it was like throws, blankets and stuff. So 2 loads of clothes and let's just stop. Some clothes, some things, some garments and covers. Just got that done. So you saw me and Jeff folding and doing the dishes. I said I was going to do the dishes last night, but I didn't. Oh well. And I'm in my bedroom right now, sitting on the floor beside the bed. One, because the bed is comfortable to sit up against with my back, and sitting on the floor doesn't hurt. 2, because it's quieter in here. And I know you may hear the fan, and I'm sorry if you do. But I wanted to talk to you guys about the things that I want to get started in January. But first, this camera is bugging me. I'm afraid I'm going to kick the leg. So let me rearrange how it's... Let me see if I can do it while I'm talking to y'all. Yeah, that's better. Maybe... Oh, now I'm dropping things. Well, let's just make a mess of everything. Okay, it's fine. I was afraid I was going to kick that little leg that's sticking out. So anyway, I have my planner in here, which this is the last week I'm using the planner. This one, because I'm going to the big one next week. But I have my planner in here because I wrote down, I'm just going to take it out because I'm going to have to take it out anyway and put it in my other one. There's several things I've got to take out of here and put in my other one. And no, it's not going to fit exactly right because it's smaller pages, but I don't care. But anyway, I took and made myself some notes, not just for the video, but for me to remember throughout the week or the month, and also to help Jeff to know what we're doing. It's easier to have things written down than to try to remember when I'm explaining things, especially lately. So we're doing kind of 3 challenges this month for January. We may carry it on further. We don't know. We're going to see. But we're tweaking them. But the 2 ladies that started 2 of the challenges, they said make your own rules. So that's what we're doing. And the other one, the challenge has been around forever. I don't know who started it, but I've always made my own rules. A lot of times I do no spin Januaries. We're not doing that this time, but I'm getting a little ahead of myself. So let's go ahead and talk about the first one I wanted to talk about. And the reason why I put it first is because the other 2 kind of fall into line. Hopefully this will make sense. You'll understand. So the first one is the Eat at Home Challenge from Large Family Love. If you follow me on Instagram, you will start seeing me post different meals on there with the Eat at Home hashtag on there because she asked for us to. And it's also going to be the hashtag for most of my videos, probably all of my videos. So anytime that I share a meal, whether it's breakfast, lunch, dinner, or even a snack, then it will be on there. Now, Tiffany is sharing every single meal and snack that they have. I won't be doing that because Jeff and Noah sometimes eat different times than I do because of their work schedules. So they may be eating something like leftovers while I'm at home eating a bagel or something. I may tell you what I had for a breakfast or lunch, or I may show you. I don't know yet how that's going to work out. But if I cook a meal for the family, or if we have leftovers or whatever like that, I will let you know. So I just want to tell you that. The first rule of this whole thing, and this is the only rule that there is everything you eat or drink, you eat it from home. You don't go to restaurants, you don't go to coffee shops, you don't go to service stations, gas stations, whatever you want to call them. You don't get any prepared foods. I think that a frozen meal would be okay, or like a frozen pizza, as long as you get it from the grocery store, you take it home and you do it. And I think the only hot food that's okay is like a rotisserie chicken. And the reason why I think that's okay is because it usually costs less than buying a whole chicken and roasting it at home. But I think those are the only things that are accepted. I don't know. Like I said, make your own rules. But we're going to eat all of our meals, our snacks, our drinks, all of it from home. We don't usually get any kind of drinks away from home. I used to go to Starbucks whenever I did book club, because, well, I wasn't running book club at first, but I did end up running book club because, anyway, we met at Starbucks, and I used to do that. But I haven't in a long time. The only reason I've had Starbucks in the last 3 years probably is because, well, 2.5, almost 3 years, let's just say that, is because I had money left on my Starbucks account, which I still have like $3 or $4 on there. I had money left on my account and I didn't want it to waste, so I got me a coffee one day. And honestly, it was not as good as at home. So, anyway, if you go to Target, don't grab a Starbucks and a cake pop or whatever they have. Don't grab a bagel from Panera. Don't grab a sausage biscuit from Hardee's. eat at home. That's the challenge, eating at home. And my biggest challenge with this will be whenever Jeff and I go grocery shopping. I don't like grocery shopping. So I want to get up and go. I don't want to think about it. I just want to get up out of bed that day, get dressed, get ready to go, and leave. I don't want to stop and eat. I don't want to do anything like that. I want to get up and go. And normally we end up eating out somewhere. So I told him what we would do instead of eating out is we would like have some kind of snack or a granola bar or something like that. Something easy, ready to go. Or we would have something fast, even if it's just eating toast. We would just do that instead, so that we'd make a plan of what we're going to do before we do that, so that we don't have that time. That's really the only time that we eat out, unless it's something we plan or we're on a road trip or something, which is very rare. So that is the thing. You eat all of your meals at home. I want to make a menu plan for the entire month. Now, we may not stick to this menu plan, but I want to have a plan in motion or order or whatever you want to call it. I want to have a plan prepared so that I know, okay, we can have this. This is what we got to have, so I got to take it out now. You know, that kind of thing. Have an idea of what I need to take out of the freezer so it can thaw. Have an idea of what I need to start in the morning so it can cook. Have an idea of, like in a crock pot or something, have an idea of what we're going to have for at least the dinner. And Jeff will be on second shift. So that means our meals that we eat together will be, Jeff and I will be eating lunch together. Noah and I will be eating dinner together. So I need to plan for that as well. Because Noah doesn't usually eat lunch. If he does, he'll eat leftovers or something. So, and he gets up at a different time than we do. So I've got to plan all that. I rearrange my whole life every single month. And there is something else I want to tell y'all about. Hopefully I will remember before the end of this video. But it has nothing to do with the eating meals and all that stuff. So the next thing is I want to make a list of quick go-to meals. Like club sandwiches. Like we have Boston butt already in the freezer that is smoked. So barbecue sandwiches, just quick things that we already have prepared that we can pull out and make. Peanut butter sandwich, grits and eggs for Jeff anyway. Grits and bacon for me, or sausage or something. You know, like quick meals. I want to have a list of those things. And then I also want to freezer prep as possible, if possible. And you guys know today is the 29th that I'm recording this, so you will see this on the 30th. That means I only have 2 days. And I most likely am not going to get all of this done in 2 days. But that's alright. I want to at least get a few days worth prepped, ready to go, or figured out. And then the rest will go, it'll fall into place. It'll be fine. So that's the eat at home challenge. You're just eating all of your meals at home. Now, I don't know if you have a gift card, if it counts or not. I don't know, like, if you have a birthday, if that would go against the rules or not. There are birthdays in this month, which Selena's not here, so usually we would include that. If she comes home, we'll figure it out. But as of now, for my birthday, I just want to eat at home. Because, like I said before in other videos, most of the time whenever we eat out, it's just disappointing if it's for a... Well, it's just disappointing a lot of times. But if it's on a special occasion, you really don't want it to be disappointing. So, I'm just going to stay home. And if it's disappointing, oh well. At least we did it. Alright, so that's that. And low spend challenge. No buying any home goods, which means no cleaners. No hygiene items unless Noah needs shampoo or something, because I haven't looked to see if he needs any, but I do have 2 days to go by, so I want to check all that out and see if there's anything we need. I want to go ahead and check it out and see if we need any shower spray because I'm telling you, all that stuff makes it so much easier to clean the shower. I know that some people don't like it. Some people say it's like a waste of money, but it is not a waste of money whenever it comes to your back or anything else. If you don't have to scrub as hard, I say go for it. So we're not going to be buying any toiletries, any cleaners, any of that stuff. Now, does that mean that I'm going to go tomorrow and the next day and just super stock up on everything? No. But we do have plans to go to Darlene's and see what they have and maybe stock up on some things that way. But that doesn't mean we're doing it just because of the challenge. We were doing that anyway. Even before we decided on all 3 of these challenges, we had wanted to go to Darlene's while Jeff was off work. So that's the thing for that part. And when I was talking about Darlene's, I'm talking about food, toiletries, whatever. The only exceptions would be is if we ran out and we just happen to have forgotten something and it is super important and we really need it and we can't make it ourselves. That would be the only reason. Number 2, I want to make things from scratch. I want to try making some different things from scratch, and I do need to buy something for one of the things that I said I was going to make. I was actually going to make it the other day. Those brown rolls, like the ones from Outback and places like that. But I don't have any whole wheat flour. And it's something I don't buy normally. So I need to buy some of that to make those rolls. And I want to do that. So I'm going to be making some things from scratch. Not everything, but some. Maybe even cleaners. Who knows? We'll see. Hold on. Okay, I had to sneeze. I didn't want to scare y'all. Anyway, where was I at? We want to use what we have, which goes into the pantry challenge as well, but we'll get to that. All of it ties in together to me. Then only buy what is needed. We're only buying what we need. We're going to try our best to stay away from anything that we do not need. And just go from there. And another thing is keeping up with every bit of the money we spend on food or anything else that's not like household bills, like bills. And we don't, I mean, we do keep up with it, but gas for driving, you know, that's not counted as part of it. That's a monthly bill. That's like a bill. You got to have it. They got to go to work. Which Noah pays for his own gas. So, then the pantry challenge is from Jessica at Three Rivers Homestead. I think she said to make your own rules. I'm pretty sure she did. Her home is different than others. She has 8 children now, I want to say. Please let me be right. I could be wrong. It may be 6 children. No, she's got 8. She's got a bunch of babies. A bunch of beautiful babies. I want to say it's 8. But she cans a lot of things. She not vacuum seals, but freeze dries a lot of things. She has chickens. They have their own cows. They do a lot of things because they have a homestead, which I would love to have. Ow, did you hear the pop? That was my finger. Anyway, so what her plan for doing this is to eat up some of those home canned things so that she can have those jars for later, for whenever they grow their garden, and also so those things aren't wasted. And she buys in bulk from a Zero Standard, so she wants to use up some of those things so they don't get wasted. Plus they have a lot of health different things that they can't eat, like they can't have dairy and stuff because of one of the sons. I think it's the oldest son. I know it's the oldest son. He has different needs that he can't have certain things. He will have, like, I think it's anyway, it could kill him. Let's just put it that way. It could kill him if he had certain things. So we don't want that to happen, and she doesn't want that to happen. And so she has certain ways that she makes things. And all of her food always looks so good. But anyway, you never know that there was no milk in it. She's doing things where that she's using things up so that she can empty her shelves, so she can restock her shelves. And the way she has explained it is, this is not going to cost her extra money, because she's not just going to restock it, like go to the grocery store and restock. She's going to grow these things and restock, things like that. But anyway, it doesn't matter. You use up, another thing what I want to do is use up things that I normally don't reach for. Things that have been in my pantry for a little while, which there's not a lot of things that have been in there for very long. We use a lot of stuff, but I have noticed that there's some things that we kind of don't reach for, and I want to make a list of those things and maybe not buy them anymore. I know I've said we were going to do this before, but we never have, and I really want to be a little bit more intentional about that. Alright, and this is my hope. This is what I wrote. Through this, I hope to find new recipes and use up things that we need to leave our home, and I'll tell you about that in a moment. I also want to learn new things from it and keep a better record of things. Now, things that need to leave our home, we have talked about it, and we want to start trying to cut out some dyes. We want to cut out MSG, because I have found that there are studies and things that it could be causing other problems. We're trying to figure out what works for our bodies and what doesn't, and eat a little bit more, I don't want to say natural, because that's not the point. I'm still going to buy things like canned foods and stuff, but I want to make better choices. Like, we've already decided, whenever we buy ketchup, don't buy it with high fructose corn syrup, because I want to keep the high fructose corn syrup out of my house, which means no sodas for me. I can't stop Jeff from drinking them. If he wants them, he wants them. That's one reason why I tried that gross drink yesterday. But I want to start buying things that don't have certain things in them, like making better choices. Yeah, we're still going to eat ketchup, but we're going to buy the kind without the high fructose corn syrup. Yes, we're still going to buy the cereals, but we're going to try to get the kind without the dyes. You know, stuff like that. Yeah, we're going to buy certain seasonings, but we're going to try to get them without the MSG. I'm not saying we're not ever going to buy these things, because we may, because we like those things, and we like the way they taste, we like the way they look, we like the whatever. But we're trying to cut them out of our lives as much as we can without feeling like, I don't know, deprived, I guess. But I know we can cut out a lot, because people didn't used to eat these things. They didn't used to live with these things. And that's another reason why that I've started trying to make different treats recently, because, and yes, I know I just bought a bunch of candy, which, if you paid attention, a lot of it was chocolate, and chocolate is more, it's not the one that's going to have as much of that stuff in it. Like the dyes and the things that are not good for you. So I'm trying to steer toward other things, making my own, and I'm going to even try to make from scratch as much as possible. So yeah, that's the plan. And I also got this from siloandsage.com, and it was free, but you have to go through this whole thing of purchasing, even though you're not really purchasing. But anyways, it's a guide to prepare pantry. And the reason why I got it is because of these sheets in the back. I'll try to link this down below. It's got inventory sheets. There's 4 of them. There's a pantry inventory, a bulk inventory, a fridge inventory, and a freezer inventory. Which it drives me nuts that it says fridge, because I don't like shortening things, and y'all know that. I don't like acronyms, even though sometimes I use them. I'm so contradictory. Anyway, those inventory things, and also things like this, Prepared Pantry Basics. I liked this page because it says staples, buying 10, 25, and 50 pound things. Different things you can buy in those big bulk things. It's a pretty neat website. I haven't looked at it a lot, but it's just got a good start. It's a starter to keep you in line. And then this is a guide to Prepared Pantry. I haven't really read it at all, but anyway, those are the things that we plan on doing for January of 2023 to try to get ourselves on track with our pantry, our freezers, our refrigerators, our budget. I had started getting on track with some things, and I have a very bad habit of starting off really well and then letting something else block my path. And I have got to stop doing that. I've got to stop letting other things stop me and falling back into my old habits, because I had stopped buying certain things and nobody complained, and then I bought it again. It was on sale. Somebody wanted it, and it was easier, it was faster, whatever the reason might be. I can't do that anymore. I've got to do better, and I'm hoping that this will spur me into action of doing better. And now that I've told you guys about it, maybe you can join me in the challenges. Maybe you can help me in the challenges. Maybe you can see something in the grocery haul and say, hey, that's got dye in it, and maybe I didn't notice it. Maybe I didn't read the label well enough that day. I don't know. Hey, that's got high fructose corn syrup in it. Maybe I didn't see that, because I am going to try my best to look at the labels and have a list of things that are okay and ones that are not. But yeah, I'm trying to cut out some of this stuff, some of the chemicals that they've put in our food. I know I'm not going to be able to do everything, but I'm going to try. You guys know that I've been eating Cinnamon Toast Crunch, which I haven't eaten in a few days. It's not the best for you in the world. We already know that. It's cereal. It's junk food, pretty much. But there's another brand that I saw that after this is gone, I'm going to try that brand and see if I like it, which Aldi kind is okay. And I have noticed that Aldi, they cut out dyes. Natural dyes are okay with me. If it's something like beet juice or something that they've colored it with, I don't care. That's fine. It's beet juice. I'm talking about the artificial dyes, like the red 40 and the yellow whatever it is. And I don't want that if I can help it. I'm not saying that I don't have I'm not throwing out the things that I already have. I'm just going to try not to purchase more, which is going to be kind of difficult when it comes to things like M&Ms and stuff like that, because I know like Noah loves Monster cookies, but Monster cookies have M&Ms in them. Do you guys know of a kind of M&M type of candy that tastes good that doesn't have that? Or of a way I can make it myself, because if I can make it myself, it'd be fine. It's just chocolate with a candy coating on the outside. I could try to do these things. We may not have it as often, which might be great for our health, but it'll be better for us. So with all that being said, I do hope that this video in some way entertained you, or some way made you feel better about yourself, because I'm definitely a wreck, especially now. I'm worse than ever with I've had serious issues trying to remember things that I just started talking about. It's been really bad. That's why I've been making notes. But I just want to try to boost myself this year. And I know everybody's like, new year, new me. I'm not doing that. It's still going to be the same old me. But I am going to try to do better. That's my goal. It has always been my goal. Or it's been my goal since I started realizing that not everything we put in our bodies is good. And I've got to not be lazy when it comes to that, and do better. So that's what I'm going to try to do. We'll see if it happens. don't know. And I hope that this was like, you know, maybe a motivation for you too. The other thing that I want to talk to you about, I did not forget, Jeff's schedule shift thing. Still not sure. Still no definite answers. But I think he said in February they may be telling them. And he said that he was told that most likely everybody that's been there for a long time, which he's been there since right after they opened, like 18, going on 18 or 19 years. Let's see, Selena was 5. She will be 23. So, let's see. I can't count. I'm not doing this right. Well, 23 minus 5, so 23, 22, that's not right. Is it right? Yeah. 23, 22, 21, 19, 18, 17. That's not right. He's been there almost 18 years. I don't know. It doesn't matter. He's been in there a long time. He was one of the first, in the first groups of people. They most likely are going to get their choices. And they're trying to make everybody get their choice, but most likely it'll just right now be the ones who've been there the longest. And we're still hoping and praying that he gets first and second. So with that, I'm gonna go. I thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I do hope that this video somehow helped you, even if it just made you see that you're not alone. And I do hope you are having a good day, that you have wonderful plans for the new year, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. And I don't know what we're doing for New Year's. Nothing, most likely. And we don't usually. So what am I saying? I don't even know what I'm saying. If you like this video, go ahead and do all the YouTube things. If you didn't like it, do them anyway, because you never know what I'm gonna do. Leave me a comment down below. Tell me how you're doing. I'll tell you how I'm doing. I'm a mess. So follow this mess if you'd like, and I'll be glad to be mess with you, because I'm seriously a mess. But leave me a comment down below. Tell me how you're doing, and remember, don't take any wooden nickels, and be sweet.